So it's a very interesting question that why Nakagin capsule building should be torn down or not torn down. And for me, the most important thing is that a city is rich if it preserves its memory. So it's not always a good idea to just tear down buildings because you need to build bigger ones. I think there is value in preserving history. You don't have to like the building or not like the building, but just the fact that it was an important building at one time, it should be enough to merit its preservation. In the case of Nakagin capsule building, it's an absolute landmark. There's no question in my mind. It's a landmark of a whole period of metabolism when people thought that the important issues of the world could be solved with architecture and with town planning and with futuristic utopian town planning, which figured out ways to build buildings incrementally. They could be added to their structure, their services could be articulated, and the pods could just come and be attached to the building and make it as big as needed and build many buildings like that, and the whole city could be like that. So maybe we think it was not good kind of thinking, but at that point in time, it was very important philosophically. And if you looked around the world at that time, in every country, in every school of architecture, people were producing models of metabolist buildings, and Nakagin capsule building was the first one to actually get built. So all over the world, people were really excited for it. The elements really epitomized what the metabolist building was. So there would be a core in the middle, and the core would be the structure. It would be the services, the elevators, the electricity, the data and all that, communication. So that was in the core. So in the Nakagin capsule building, it is very strong, very nicely articulated, and it is angled on top. That means more can be built later if need be. Then all the different pods, these pods were self-sufficient living spaces. They were completely prefabricated along with the bed, the kitchen, the bathroom. Everything would be 100% built and then brought by helicopter and connected to this core. So you could do that endlessly. And if you, and the idea was that if you needed to go on vacation, you could take off your pod and you could put it on a truck and go to beach and come back and put it back on your building. So this was a kind of metabolist thinking. And so now we need that little piece of real estate, and so there is now argument to tear it down. And I'm saying, why do you have to tear it down? Maybe you should renovate it and save it as part of history and put it to another use, and maybe use the air rights of it to build a taller building somewhere else in Tokyo. So I personally think it should be preserved. And
住んでると申しますか、こちらの週末だけ来てるんですけれども、金曜日の夜にこちらに向かいまして、で日曜日の夜に地元に帰る。その地元っていうのはここから65キロぐらい離れたところにあるんですけれども、そのような生活を始めては3年と8ヶ月になりますね。で、ここをなぜ住んだかっていうか、手に入れたかということなんですけれども、ちょっとふっと考えてみると、私の地元からこの東京に勤めに来てる、もしくは通学してる人って多いんですよね。で、私自身も学生の時には1年間だけでしたけれども、都内の方まで通ってましたんで、つまり別荘的な使い方っていうのもすることができるんじゃないかなと思いまして、その点で言うと、この中銀カプセルタワービル、それぞれのカプセルはほぼ10平米というとてつもなく狭い、私は狭いとは思ってないんですけども、ところでして、またできてから37年経っておりまして、当時は34年だかな、もうボロボロなんで、極めて安いっていうか、銀座っていう地にありながら、もうちょっとしたその辺の車を買うぐらいの金額で手に入れることができましたので、いろいろ考えて思い切って所有したっていうことになります。もういろんな方面から保存すべきだっていう話っていうかそういったものを目にします。 また逆に壊しちゃえっていうのはあります。で実際私自身はどういうふうに思ってるかと申しますと、保存しろって言うのは簡単なんですよ。でもどのように保存するか、じゃあ誰がお金出すのっていうことになってくるんですね。なんで私自身はそういうふうになるべく保存した方がいいねっていうのは言わないようにしたんです。でこの中金カプセルタワーについてですけど、そういったこともあってたまたまここを所有するっていうチャンスが巡ってきましたので、自分がこの持ち主としてもしもの時には自分が実際に実費を払ってこの保存に携わりますが